for people who don't know, this is the Insta360 One X2. It'll do a 360-degree video. But what's really cool about it is not only that it will do 360-degree video, but you can actually edit the stuff later in your phone. So this is actually streaming from the device right now. So it's actually some of the stuff that we recorded while we were in New Hampshire. And what we can do is we can take multiple clips of this from different angles and so forth. So we just had that camera setting up in one position. So here's how it actually works. You can do it, edit, where you can put in keyframes for each camera position at different times. And so if I wanted to go here, and then as the camera went along, I could go like here. We'll zoom in a tad, move it closer, hit another. And then what it'll do is it'll move between those frames. So let's say we need something here in order to capture this movement. There we go. And we go back to here. So it will automatically change position to how you had set up keyframes. But the other cool part about that is using the snap setting. And the snap setting allows you to do different variations here. So stop. So I can set up for different frame. So if I want it to be a 9:16 and so forth, I can set that as I wish, 16:9 and that sort of thing. So we can set the initial position that I want, and then I can trigger it with this and then do my zoom in and out with this one. And this will record all of my actions. So if I move around, I want to get close on her face, I can move in, but I've got to follow the action as if I'm seeing it for the first time. And we can zoom back out, and it'll take that clip and it'll save it. And it's recorded exactly as I move the camera. That's the really cool part about that. It's as if you've got a camera and you're just going back in time and redoing that. So let's say I like that and I want, so you can have as many of these as you wish. I did this earlier with the 16 or 9:16 ratio, but you can also do that with any of the other ratios, like I said, or just go back over, and if you wanted to focus on something else during that, maybe you wanted to focus on this crew back here, and we'll go like that. So all the action is going on. It's kind of boring. While all this is happening over here, the camera crew, responding to what's going on. And again, I'm doing this live, so my camera movements mimic, like her, I'm going to follow Watley, that's her name, into the action. So she's watching this, and that's what they're doing. And we'll go back out. Okay, so now that's recorded under its own setup. I find this immensely cool. This is really one of the neater things that I don't think is highlighted enough on the Insta360 cameras. I mean, look at this. You get these reaction shots, which are just freaking awesome. That you would have to take another camera, another, you know, have 2-3 cameras on there. But here in this, with this one setup, with the one take, I can have multiple camera angles shot and reframed at a later date. This was done weeks ago, and I can keep doing that over and over. If I ever needed something to zoom in on a certain spot or just highlight a certain character and whatnot, you can do that on your phone. Edit it on this. You can also do it with our app on your computer, but it doesn't have the same niftiness of moving the camera as if you're watching the action and recording it on the fly. That, I think, is an undersold quality that this thing has, or feature that this thing has, and it's definitely stands out. It's really cool to be able to go back over that and change things later on. So the Insta360 One X2, I know they've got new ones coming out and stuff like that, but this thing works really well. I've had this for a long time, and they keep updating the software. So like Blackmagic Design, they keep improving the quality of the software and the hardware even after. So I just had a firmware update this morning. So it's a company that stands behind their product and wants you to keep using the thing. Use it, get it. It's well worth it. It's just cool as heck. That's all I've got to say. Thanks.